People. My name is Lori, short for Loretta. But no one ever wanted to call me Loretta, so I said, well, just call me Lori. So mostly they say, Loie, Loie, Loie. Whatever Loie is, I don't know. But I do have a gift from God. I love people and I let them know it. When I'm at the senior centers to go dancing, there's a row of ladies sitting over there with no men to dance with. So I go over, take them in my arms and hug them, tell them how beautiful they are and that I love them, and that makes their day. Because I do love people. It's a gift from God.
How old are you? How old are you?
Oh, I'm 96,
Mm-hmm.
born January 20th, 1922. And my parents wanted a boy, so they dressed me like a boy for 5 or 6 years. And I got pretty tough and rough. I could hold my own with anybody. Yoo-hoo!
What do you remember from your childhood?
For my
Your
childhood
very first one.
I was born during the Depression days of the 1920s. We had very little to eat. I went to school barefooted. But I wanted to learn. So I went to the library. I read every National Geographic in the library, and I got very, very smart.
So what's your very first memory as a child?
My very first memory as a child,
How old were you?
I I think I was playing with some dead mice because I didn't have any toys, and I had a little hill of sand. I was pushing the mice up the pile of sand and let it fall down. And my mother came out and took it away from me and gave me a good spanking.
Tell me about your mom.
My mom was quite a gal. She was born in Kentucky, married early to an older man, treated badly, and got a divorce. Anyway, she had 2 beautiful children with him. Ha ha ha.
Were you one of them?
I was one of them, and my brother, who is dead now. So anyway,
Was that Jimmy or Barney?
what?
That was Jimmy, right?
Yeah. So anyway, I had a very desperate growing up because of the Depression years. I went barefooted to school, had very little to eat. We lived on $9 a month, and we ate oatmeal, and that was about it.
Do you remember your dad?
Yeah.
Do you remember your dad?
My dad was a dirty louse drunkard that beat up on my mother, and I had to go run down the dirt road in the middle of the night and call the cops.
Ugh.
That's what I remember of my dirty, lousy dad,
What about you dancing?
Barney Timmons. But I started to dance. He would take me to the saloon, put me on the bar, make me dance so he could so they would buy drinks for him. So I had to do the cha-cha and the Yankee Doodle, a really vigorous dance, and so they would buy him drinks.
How old were you?
4 years old.
Wow.
I started dancing when I was 4 years old. I haven't stopped yet. And I don't think I ever will.
Tell me about your brother. Your brother.
My brother was a precious person, and he,
This is Jimmy, right? Jimmy?
Jimmy, and he's gone now, but he was precious the whole time of his life and did the best he could in the world, but it didn't work out. So he got killed. He got killed in a construction job. So that was that.
So what do you remember where you were born? Where were you born? Do you
I
remember?
was born January 20th,
But where?
1922. 1922.
But where?
I think we were living in Kentucky then. But my mother didn't want me known to be in Kentucky, so she got on the train in her misery of going to have a baby, and she got across the river on the train to Evansville, Indiana, so I wouldn't be born in Kentucky.
So you were born.
People had strange ideas about states then. Kentucky was a farmer's country, farmer's state, and Evansville was a little more sophisticated. They had 2 colleges.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, well, that's it. It's 5 minutes. Gotta go.
Okay.
Say see ya.
Love you all.
Say stay
I-
tuned for
I
the
have-
next time.
I have a gift from God. I love people.
Just say next story will be next week.
Next story will be next week because my daughter wants to. Whatever my daughter wants, my daughter gets.
Okay, bye.
Bye.